You already know you should work out. You've watched the videos, you've felt that thing where you're like, all right, this is it. This is the week I get back on track. And then Monday comes, life happens, and you don't do it. So this video is not about motivation. I've got other videos for that. This one is about the actual system. What a week looks like when you're a dad with real obligations and you're actually training consistently. Not inspiration, not a before and after, the actual system. Because here's what I figured out after years of this, both personally and working with dads in my chiropractic practice. Motivation is a terrible foundation for fitness. It runs out. The system, it doesn't. Most people approach getting in shape as a goal: lose 20 pounds, get back to where I was, fit into those pants, whatever it is. And goals are fine, but goals depend on momentum, and momentum depends on motivation. And motivation, for dads especially, is the first thing to go when life gets loud. Your kid is sick, you didn't sleep, work ran long, your wife needs something, and suddenly the goal feels very far away. Motivation is at zero, and you skip it. And then you skip again because you already skipped. And then the goal is dead. I've done this many times, and I see it constantly. Dads who are incredibly capable, incredibly driven in every other area of their life, but they can't build consistency with fitness because they're running on motivation instead of a system. The shift that changed everything for me and for the guys in the program is treating training like you treat everything else that actually gets done. You don't motivate yourself to pick up your kids from school. It's just what happens. It's in the system. It's Tuesday at 3 p.m., you go. Training needs to work the same way. There are only three decisions that determine whether you actually train consistently as a dad: not your program, not your diet, not your gear. Three variables. The first one is when, not whenever I can. That doesn't work. Whenever I can means everything else is done, everything else is never done when you're a dad. You need a protected window, a specific time that is yours unless the house is on fire. For most dads, there are three options: early morning before the kids are up, lunch if you've got that flexibility at work, or after the kids go to bed at night. That's it. Pick one as your primary, have a backup. My primary is morning. Before my boys are up, training is done. And on the days that doesn't happen, lunch is the backup. If lunch doesn't happen, I've still got one more shot before bedtime. If all three windows close, it's done. I don't stress it. I don't try to squeeze something in at 10 p.m. when I'm exhausted. I just protect tomorrow. The second variable is what. This one I want to keep really simple because I think people overcomplicate it. Four movements. That's all you need to cover: push, pull, hinge, carry. That's it. Everything else is extra. And I'll break those down in a second. The third variable is how long. Not how long you want to train, the minimum that counts. For me, that's 25 minutes. If I get 25 minutes, I've done the thing that matters. Because what kills consistency isn't missing full sessions, it's the all or nothing thinking where if you can't do the full hour, you do nothing. 25 minutes, push, pull, hinge, carry, 3 rounds, done. Let me just walk you through an actual week. Not a perfect week, a real one. Monday is training day. I'm up early, kids aren't up yet, 25 minutes, push, pull, hinge, carry, done before breakfast. Tuesday's not a training day, but it's not a rest day either. 10,000 steps, move your body, walk the dog, take the stairs, whatever. The body needs to move daily. It just doesn't need to be pushed daily. Wednesday, training day. Same structure. Thursday, movement, not training. This is also a good day to do some mobility work if anything is tight or beat up. I've got a posture routine in the program. It's 10 minutes long. Thursday, great day for that. Friday, another training day. Weekend is flexible. If I train Saturday, great. If it's a family day and training doesn't happen, that's fine. The consistency lives in the weekends. Now, there are weeks where this falls apart. Kid gets sick, schedule gets blown up, you miss 2 days. That's going to happen. The rule is never miss 3 in a row. One miss is life, 2 misses is a rough week, 3 misses is the beginning of a pattern. Don't let it get to 3. Now, let me break down the 4 movements quickly because this is the part people ask about the most. Push. Push is anything where you're pushing weight away from your body. Think push up, floor press, overhead press. If you're in the gym, bench press. The pattern is what matters, not the exercise. Pull. Pull's the opposite of push. You're pulling weight towards you. Inverted row under a table, a band pull, dumbbell row. If you're in the gym, a cable row or a lat pull down. Pulling movements are the most undertrained thing I see in dads, and they're the thing that fixes most of the upper back and shoulder pain I treat in my practice. Don't skip pull. Now, hinge, specifically hip hinge, Romanian deadlift, kettlebell swing, good morning, glute bridge. You're loading your posterior chain, your hamstrings, glutes, lower back. This is the movement pattern that protects your spine. And as a chiropractor, I can tell you the dads in my office with chronic low back pain almost universally have never trained this movement enough. It's not complicated, it just has to be in the rotation. Last is carry. You're moving with weight. Farmer carry with dumbbells, suitcase carry on one side, even a loaded walk. Pick up your kids, walk around with them. This one sounds simple, but it's probably the most functional thing you can train as a dad. You pick stuff up and carry it constantly. Kids, groceries, equipment, train the pattern. 3 rounds of those 4 movements, 8 to 12 reps each, and you're done in 25 minutes. And here's the thing about progression. You don't need a complex periodization program. Just add 1 rep per week. Add 5 pounds every 2 weeks. That's it. Simple, sustainable, works. Last piece, and this is the one that actually holds the whole system together. On the days when even 25 minutes isn't happening, you do one thing. Could be the full session if you squeeze it in. Could be 10 minutes of mobility. Could be just hitting 10,000 steps. Something physical that you did on purpose. The streak isn't, I did a full workout every day. The streak is, I showed up to something every day. This is the difference I see between dads who build lasting fitness and dads who keep starting over. The ones who build it don't have perfect records. They have baselines, a floor they don't go below. And on the hard days, they go to the floor, they show up tomorrow. Strong dads aren't the guys who never miss. They're just the guys who don't quit. That's the system. 3 training days a week, active movement on the other days, 4 movements per session, 25 minutes minimum, 1 non-negotiable per day. That's it. The full 90-day version of this, the week-by-week programming, the nutrition framework, the mindset work, all of that lives in Dad Strong. It's free to join, and if you ever want to go deeper and actually run the program with a community of dads doing the same thing, the link is below. And if this was useful, share it with a dad who needs to hear it. That's the only ask. Get strong, show up, and be the superhero your kids already know you are. Talk soon.